Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Factorio. I'm 7foot Dust Bunny, and today I will just, address a small problem I noticed, which was these steel boxes. I didn't have them going into the logistics chest because I didn't think I need them, but when I checked the logistics, it said I needed them. So I will address that. Secondly, I'm looking at the logistics robot system here, and you'll see I have 235 logistics bots here and not so many construction bots, and I would like less logistics bots and more construction bots. However, this has not stopped putting bots in despite the condition. So something is not working correctly. And that I am not sure what it is. So we're on a bit of a voyage of discovery today to sort of discover possibly about using combinators and joyous things like that, which I am not used to using. So I'm going to make one of each, and we're going to splot them down, and I'm going to see if I can figure out how to use these guys to decide on the bot situation. So I can read a condition, which, for example, condition Y, if I look here, if I go to, it had it earlier, on the logistics side when it was wired up, I can actually see a signal for, or a condition for the number of a certain number of bots. So if we put, let's chuck that one here, and actually let's chuck another one here. And what I'm going to do is I'll put one of these to this one, and I will also put one of the green ones to this one. And the plan is that if we click on here, there we go, Y is the total number of logistics bots, and T is the total number of construction bots. So if we say Y, the total number of logistics bots, needs to be less than 200. Set. And then we want to output condition, I don't know, this one. And hopefully that's going to mean that if we connect this one to this one, that will disable it. Yes. So I don't know if that's the total number in the network, or if it's the total number full stop. So if I take these out, that hasn't turned on, and I can put these in here. So that hasn't turned on. There's less than 200 in here, so that must be network wide. So this one is going to read T, which is the total number of construction bots, and I'm now going to move that up to 400, which is twice as many as we have logistics bots. But the idea is this will then stack out, and it will stop using my frames for logistics bots and actually make me some construction bots, because I suspect that on the construction bot front we have not got enough. So let's then take this one and connect from here to here. And you're telling me we have 400 construction bots. I'm sure there is a way to see these statistics in game. I don't know where, but I'm sure there's a way to see that statistic. Production statistics? Okay. Pollution? No. Kills? No. Items. Let's see. Let's see. How many... If I look at items, I don't want to see... I want to see all. How many... I mean, this isn't going to be how many's in the network, but this will be how many I have built. Because I've built, for example, 1,500 flying robot frames. So how many construction bots have I built? It doesn't seem to tell me. Is it over here? This is production. Does anybody see a bot on here? So I have built 824 construction bots. Okay, so let's just open that to 800 set. Okay, let's try it to 850. And it still didn't do it. 1,000? No. So enable condition. Operation mode. Don't change behavior based on circuit network. This entity only happen when condition is true. That equals 0? No. That does not equal 0? Okay. So what if I bring this back down to 800 again? 800 set. No, that's still green. What if I change this? What's this? Output the specified signal with value 1. So if I change that to 1, because this is where I've not understood whether this works. So if I go equals 1. No? Yes? Maybe? T is less than 800. No. Should be greater than. T is greater than 800. Hang on. Okay. There it is. So if T is greater than 800, which it is, I did it the wrong way around. So like here, if Y is greater than 200, it should do it. If I change that, does that, yes. So if I then change this to, I don't know, there's probably more logistics bots in there than I need. But if I set that to even like 600, I bet it still wouldn't go green. No, I bet there's bloody loads of them. So if I set this back to, I don't know, let's call it 1,000 now. Let's go crazy. So at 1,000, this should now stop. I believe I've worked it out. So I just had the condition the wrong way around there. As for what these do, pass. Moving swiftly on, he says. Hopefully, our train has since been in motion? No. How are we doing here? We need to... Okay, we have no view of this area, so we need to put some radar here and get things going, because we should be building out here somewhere now. Or at least I think so. So we're going to go have a look at that and see how that's getting on. Okay, so we're coming over this way. We're hopefully not about to get run over by the train. This is not great. That's going to be a problem. Is there not... Is there not track in... Entities are missing material for construction. But these things are in the logistics network. Are they not? For example, if I look here, this still says not in the logistics network? Am I not in the logistics network? Let me check. I am currently in the logistics network. So next up, let's have a radar. I'm also going to ask for some of those, knowing very well that I'm not making them. I will have to start making them. But okay, so that now gives me some view here. And this is getting built. There is things getting built here, but there appears to be no track. Is it? I am so confused. Why is there not track? Like, track I should have built. Track should be in the logistics network for sure. So 700 maximum. In fact, let's go 695 just to be weird about it. So that is in the logistics network. So why isn't this bit of track done? Yeah, why isn't that built? What's going on? Okay, so now I'm going to run all the way back and find out why the stack inserters are not in the logistics network. Okay, so for those who spotted it, I somehow turned that, which I'm guessing is why there aren't any in the logistics network on at least the stack inserters, because for some reason I had cut off the supply of green circuits. Despite fixing the supply of green circuits at the start of the episode, I must have broken it elsewhere at some other point in time. So that should mean that stack inserters are now on the way. Train tracks, I believe, are down here somewhere. Here. And these should be... these are also not in the logistics network. Now they are. Okay, watch the construction bots coming to take the train tracks. And off they go. So, now we'll head back down and see if things get going. Okay, so the bots are now here. This bit of track is complete. I actually beat the bots here. And we should be able to run down along here and see them complete the track. And hopefully the train will come flying along at any moment. I have checked the train is still down at the station. With any luck, we will see it flying up the track here somewhere in a minute. It is not flying up the track yet, so I'm going to run the risk and... Oh, because I left the train here. Let's clear that. And hopefully it will come flying up the track at any moment. Because all of this should be starting to get completed. Some of this track here is not completed. And where are we on the construction and logistics network here? So that is for some reason not connected because there's no power, I'm gonna say. Yep, because there's no power. So that should fix that element. And this will need to come up and bring power up here. And we'll need to bring some logistics network up here. And construction network to finish this off. which is fine, because I believe I'm probably going to need some of it to finish this area here as well. Because I need at least the green to cover the whole patch, which it looks like it mostly does. But I'll just make sure, really, by sticking that there. There should be something there to reach it, especially if I... Oh. He says failing to get that to actually work. There we go. That will work, though. And if I put this up here, that will also work. And these will charge up. And this should mean that all of this is now in the construction zone. And as much as these are traveling quite slowly here, with those that haven't got any power, we should be able to fix that. And what I'll probably do as well is just run a semi-redundant one over this way for the bots that decide to travel cross-country in an annoying manner. Like so. In fact, I can go a little further out here to this far, which is probably a good move, just to go out to that far, so that way when they come across at the diagonal it'll work a bit better. But that should now mean that these bots will charge up. Now see, you can see these bots that have come off here, they're going to try and take, I wish they'd sort of path along the logistics network, because they are going to go and run out of power any minute. And when they do, they'll limp very slowly back to wherever the nearest robot charging port is. So in a minute, these guys over here will run completely out of juice. They're running out of juice. They're not out of juice. They're low on power, and they'll make a beeline for this one. There you go. Now they've run out of power because they'll fly incredibly slowly until they reach this. So what this tells you is that really you need like one more charging port somewhere out here, and then you'd probably be alright. I mean, you could probably get away with doing it like that. It's not really ideal, and you should not accommodate the bots in their stupidity. See, those will now go back. But then, hopefully, any second, this track is going to complete. I mean, to be honest, I could just complete it myself. Which, you know, like so. Which, it takes the fun out of making the bots do it. But hopefully, that should be enough to see the train. Yeah, I can see the train here. If you look just on the mini-map, train is coming. I mean, we're not actually producing any copper here yet, and this hasn't got any power, and I'm suddenly crap myself that I might be getting myself run over by the train. But yes, the train should now come to the station and start thinking about loading up. The one thing we haven't done is provided power to this whole network here, where these bots are coming. How are we doing on power? See, at this point, the satisfaction is not good. That might just be because I'm charging a whole stack of bots, or it might have something to do with the vast number of drills I just turned on. I think it has more to do with the vast number of drills I just turned on. So, What? That's not there yet. Is that in a build zone? There. Just work. Do it. Okay, so this is now loading the train up. Not all the stack inserters are here. The stack inserters are on the way, as you can see. But there are stack inserters to be had. Again, I could actually probably help out with this by just helping my bots out a bit. I don't really need to that much. This will just mean that, for example, if I get in the train, I can ride the train back. If I could get in the train. Can I get in the train? Thank you. So hopefully, oh god, I could be here a long time. I could be here a very long time. Okay, we're getting out of the train. But yes, this will now load up. The stack inserters, when they're fully loaded, will mean we start loading a lot faster because these boxes will start filling up. Blah, blah, blah. That's how it all works. So, the biggest problem I see us having here is that, right, we're okay on power right now. When the bots are going crazy, we're starting to run low on power, which in itself is going to start to be a problem. I'm gonna be careful here as I try and walk along the train line. Oh look, it's logistics bots. Hello, logistics bots. They're trying to load me up with goodies, and I'm running away from them. Alright, let's try not to get run down by the train. So, power. Power is also going to be a problem at the same time. Oh no. Yeah, this is going to start pissing these guys off. I might need to go and find my tank and do some more killing. I mean, do we not have things like artillery yet? Do we not have some big weaponry? Energy weapons. Oh yes, please. I'm making blue science. I'm making grey science. I can do energy weapons. In fact, I think I have energy weapons already. And the other thing I have is nuclear power. Now, nuclear power is going to be a big thing. Nuclear power is going to be awesome. That is almost certainly going to be the way forward in the power situation. So I think that will end up prioritized. I might even start it. We'll worry about robot follower count later. I mean, I do have some defender capsules. I have to left click to throw them. Do we have the tank on us? We do not. I don't know where I left the tank. Assumably the tank is visible on the map, he says, hoping that the tank is actually... Really? I don't have visibility over this area? Does anybody know where I left the tank? Okay, that's annoying. I don't know where I parked the tank. How'd you lose a tank, Sev? This is irresponsible. Okay. Right. I need... Jesus, I was stood on that the whole time. I am trying to get myself killed. Okay, so I need to make some radars. I need to think about finding another tank. I mean, I should have tons of weaponry for a tank this time round, because the weaponry's been making for ages. And I could have sworn I just heard guns. I don't know where I heard guns, because I'm pretty sure those lasers down, those bullets down there. See, that's what I should be doing. See, this is the thought process. I should be looking at, if I go back into weaponry here, I can make laser guns now, yes? Steel batteries, steel plate. So screw these. We'll just recycle those, and we'll recycle the ones down there, and we'll forget bloody things, and we'll go straight to laser guns. Now, the main problem with laser guns is power. If you think it's going to consume power just making them and using all these bits, you wait until you start producing laser guns. Because, oh boy, is it going to chew a lot of power. So, what was it laser guns required again? Steel? No problem. Batteries? No problem. Green circuits? No problem. So, in which case, I'm very tempted to build laser guns like right here somewhere. I know this is not the place to probably do it, because, you know, spaghetti and everything. But you know, why not? If I took that out, 1, 2, 3, I could do that, and then that would still be okay. And you could have 2 things producing laser guns. So laser, laser, and have them dumping it into here, respectively. And with that one and that one, and that one and that one, that one, that one. And again, we would just block this off to 1 for the time being. And I'm actually going to say on this, I'm going to get rid of something like a pump, and as soon as we've got one, it's going to go in there, and I'm going to request some, and then we're going to go and put them down over where we put the turrets near the mining area. In the meantime, I'm going to pick up some of these. Yes, please. And why not pick up some of these as well? I'm not sure if I actually want them for something. I'm clearly going to make myself another tank. Energy shield. Oh, cool. Can I make myself... I can make myself an energy shield. Awesome. That'll be helpful. I have night vision, don't I? I don't remember how to look in my armor. Now, there it is, there it is. So, my night vision I don't have at the moment. I have a battery. I have a personal robo port. I could probably do with a second battery. An energy shield. It takes a bit of fitting in there. But you see, you're probably going to want another battery if you're going to start messing around with energy shields. And we're probably going to want another couple of those. Let's see, can I have a personal battery? I can make a personal battery pretty bloody easily. Look at how much I'm hammering my steel supply all of a sudden. I might be hammering the steel supply very slightly by making lasers. That's quite funny. So, is that my shield charging up? What's going on there? Or is that my battery charging up? Right, so I'm gonna make at least another one battery, and I'm gonna put at least one of those in there. Let's put another battery in. So I've got rockets for my rocket launcher. I got like 200 of those, which is awesome. I'm going to need some new bullets, and I'm going to need a new tank. Where is the new tank? Okay, so I've made a tank. I honestly have. Oh my god, and I've somehow taken my bloody armor off, which is stupid, as I meant to just access it. A horrible feeling this means I'm only 19% charged, which kind of sucks, and that's too big for that. So what I'll have to do is put that there. Now I'm even less charged. So I'm going to go for night vision glasses. Yeah, on perfect night, afraid of the dark. Night vision allows you to see more clearly in the dark, so I don't even need these. Screw those. So I'm going to get another solar panel, another battery meantime, and as you can see, we're getting hammered on power. We have browned out. Okay, this is serious. No, we have full brownout. We're definitely hurting on power at the moment. I was just looking at the steel because my plan was to extend the steel out as we were hurting on steel. But given our impending brownout here, we could have bigger problems. Because what I was going to do was just do that to help out with the steel problem, because it was always intended to be able to do this. And extend down, and off come bots to come and help build that. However, we have no power, and we need to jumpstart the power system to try and get things back on the go. And these are not in the logistics network, so let's put those in the logistics network. We don't have a robo port here. It's going to be a bit of a job to fit one in. Let's stick one there, and let's stick one. I don't know why I'm doing this while we're out of power. But you know, I'm sure this is a wise decision. There you go. So that is now in the logistics network. They can start grabbing those. More importantly, we have no power, Sev. We have no power. Run, run, run. So we have no power because we have no coal. Where the bloody hell is the coal? Why is there... Why is no... Okay, we have no power because we have no coal. And... we have no coal for what reason? I need to check on those. Maybe we're running out of juice there. So this will be the next major problem. But this is okay, because the next thing is going to be to bring... I mean, we can bring this coal up here, for one. I mean, I probably wouldn't typically use this coal, because everything else is getting first call on it. Whereas what I would tend to do is grab, for example, this one, and I would priority output to the left. Oh no, that's priority input, sorry. Priority output to the left. And then bring it up like that. And this is just going to come up here. And we're going to have to come along. I don't quite know how I'm going to do this now. I have a plan. Hang on. There's bloody coal there. Why have I browned out? I mean, this isn't going to last any which way I do it. So, no, I'm going to bring it along here and bring it up here and into there. It's a bit of a convoluted way of doing it, but it's the right way to do it. Now, the other thing here, which you'll soon see might be a plan. Oh my god, I'm out of bloody... I'm out of belt. The other thing to do would be to start convert some of this oil into solid fuel, which burns a lot heavier and a lot longer. That would also be a good way of getting extra... There you go, I'm taking those. A good way of getting extra fuel in there, and that fuel is much more powerful, so that would certainly be a good way forward. But at the moment we need to solve the immediate issue, and the immediate issue is we don't have enough coal getting there. Then I'm going to have to try and jumpstart the system. But longer term, we need to come up with a better solution to this situation, which means we're going to have to start thinking less about the circuits, which we've been chasing so hard, and start thinking more about nuclear power. There we go. That's going in that way. That should provide lots of coal. If I can just check why we're not getting coal, which is because of that. Okay. We're not ready to jumpstart the system yet. Hopefully we won't get run over by the train, because the train can't get emptied, even though pumps run on magical fairy dust. Oh, that's still too far. Okay, fine game, fine, have it your way. We're gonna go this way. So, I mean, this episode is now technically running a little long, but let's not worry about that. The goal of this episode now is going to be to stop my impending power brownout. So, let's get that under control. Let's see if we can get some of this coal coming up there We need the coal to start coming up there before we start doing it. The other thing would have been to take the solid fuel. Let's take the solid fuel, because that's not a terrible plan either. To take a bunch of this solid fuel and use that to get a bunch of these running. So what we'll do is, oh no, there you go, that should help. These go very slow, but as more of them start coming online, it should start producing more power. The satisfaction is poor. Is it going to last long enough? I mean, we are burning through that fuel pretty fast. Is it going to last long enough to actually get this coal there to keep this going? Come on, go! What I might do as well, can I steal a bit of that? It'll be fine. I can just get a few of these running here. Come on, coal. Start picking up. I mean, the satisfaction's gone up a teensy weensy little bit. Oh, a little bit more. You should start grabbing coal as these start firing up. We should be able to get a bit more. But soon we're going to be running out of water here on these, I think, as well. Here we go. Right. Now we're getting a bit more coal in. The satisfaction is starting to jump up. I mean, we're still going to have all sorts of issues for the time being, but we just need to get this number a bit more under control. At least not have any of these running out of fuel. And hopefully, no, it's still not enough. We are still in major brownout. Okay. So that's pretty bad news. So I guess next time it's going to be fixing our dire power system, at least temporarily, with a patch, if we can. But in the meantime, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.